What's going on, Jello family? In today's video, we're going to go over how to invest for beginners. And this technique is just how I've done it personally. For those of you who are curious about me and my career, I'm a UCLA MBA as well as a Google program manager who works more so on the business side of things. So I've been around business finance for a lot of my career, as well as I have a background in business and investing in finance just from my school at UCLA Anderson, which is number one public school in the world right now. So I hope my advice can help you guys with how to invest for beginners. So I'm gonna give you guys 3 ways that I've personally invested. And this is kind of like what I've done so far to get a 6-figure portfolio. I've also paid off all my debt from student loans, from cars, from credit cards, whatever it may be. Everything's all paid off, and I did everything in my 20s. So I hope this advice helps you and lets you know that anything is possible if you set your mind to it, if you work hard and you achieve your goals. You just gotta put the work in. Okay, the first way I did began investing was through my company-sponsored 401k plan. So most employers, what they do is if you get a job with them, you get a 401k plan. And a 401k plan is essentially a way for you to invest your money. So say you have money coming in from your check, an employer will open a brokerage account with a financial institution like Vanguard, like Fidelity, whatever it may be. And you'll have the ability to put money from each paycheck into that employee-sponsored 401k plan. For me, each year you're given about $20,000, $21,000 a year to invest in a company-sponsored 401k plan. And that will vary from year to year, just depending on what it is. I think 2024, 2023, 2025, 2026, they'll all be different amounts for each of those years. So just take a look at what year you're investing in and make sure you're able to invest for that specific year. So usually we're just going to go with the $20,000 as a nice round number because usually that's how much you can invest in. When you invest $20,000 into your company-sponsored 401k plan, this investment is post-tax. What does that mean? Oh, I'm sorry, not post-tax, it's pre-tax. So the money you're putting in is basically money from your paycheck that has yet to be taxed, and it grows tax-free throughout the time period, throughout the duration of that current investment. So how does that work, right? So say every paycheck you set aside $500 for your 401k plan, that will go pre-tax, no tax will be taken out, and it'll go directly into that investment fund, into Vanguard, into Fidelity. That money grows without being taxed. So you'll have all the gains, all the money being grown without tax. And then when you withdraw it eventually during retirement age, then you're taxed on that. But the growth, the money being put in, is all non-taxed income, which is really great, right? Most people, whenever they invest in the 401k plan from their employer, it is basically given via they're going to give your employer's going to match whatever you put in, right? 50% or so, usually that's the case. So if you have, if you put in that full 20,000, the employer will match you 50%, which is 10,000. So each year you'll almost have about 30,000 in investing for each of the investments you make, right? So $30,000 will be going towards your retirement, right? Allow that to compound over 40 years. You'll definitely have a few million in the bank when retirement comes, right? So that's one great way to invest in retirement. Also, your taxable income will be less, right? Because you're putting money into your 401k, you'll be taxed about $20,000 less from what I learned from my accountant. I could be wrong, could change from year to year. But that's one of the big advantages of actually investing, of actually having a company-sponsored 401k plan. So take advantage of that 401k plan, right? I know there are times where like a lot of us are living from paycheck to paycheck, especially early on in our career, especially when we're trying to figure everything out. But look into that, right? A company-sponsored 401k plan.